97.9 The Box, it's the Mad Hatter Morning Show. He's back once again. Probably our best interview ever. Master P, always coming through enlightening people. He's in the studio with us right now. Player partner. You got to start with the obvious. The obvious is what y'all can't see. P, I've known him for, just say decades. Yeah. All the decades I've known this guy, P has been to some of the most grimiest places in America.
Yeah.
He's dealt with some of the most grimiest people in America and overseas as well. No one has ever challenged P that I know of, physically or otherwise. To my knowledge, I've never known him to have any security, is what I'm getting to. In all these years. See, this is when you start making too much money. See, when he was just a regular millionaire, street millionaire, he come, P might fight you, might beat you up right there. Not now. He done got like 14 police officers out there.
Man, come on,
what
man.
What happened, P? The money done changed. I knew it was going to happen. I knew once he started messing with the hundreds of millions of dollars, that's when I knew
you
it was going to
change. You supposed to change, man. Let me tell y'all something.
Uh-oh.
But y'all got to realize, you got to grow up. They don't pack fair no more, Hatter. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Like, they snitch on each other. So I might as well, you know what I'm saying, do what I do.
But P, you come in here. You don't need 14 cops.
And I'm really just playing with it, but I've never seen him with a security person. Never. And P, hey, look, we know of some tight stuff, situations that P used to be in back in the days that might warrant some security. Not P, he be by himself.
Dude.
By himself.
I'm trying not to go to jail, man.
You're right. There's a lot more to lose. There was a lot to lose.
Nah, but you know what?
Because you've been almost, look, for about 5 minutes, I knew P when he was at the broke level. Yeah. That was like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
After that, he's been rich ever since I known him since then. So most of my relationship with him, he's a rich guy.
So you got to know how to move.
You right, I ain't at that level.
I mean, man, think about it. It's like the world and changes so much hate to where even if I do something, they're going to make me look like the bad guy.
True.
Which is crazy because, I come from the streets. I changed my life. But if I try to protect myself from hurting somebody, you know what I'm saying? Because that's just how the world is. And they want to see us. They know that you're successful. So, you got to do things the right way.
Truth of the matter is I'm playing with P, but the truth of the matter is he needs somebody like that because he is worth a lot. So I used to always think like, man, to be worth so much, P kind of messing around because, you always got that one little crazy, stupid one about this tall.
Yeah.
Ain't never the big guys. Just one this tall, ready. Yeah. So I'm happy that you finally realized that.
I got a lot of them around me, family members.
See, you know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. So think about it. Even if they do something crazy, then it's going to make me look bad.
Yeah,
so, man, I'm trying to do what I got to do for my family and my kids and do it the right way. We building a generational wealth. And, you got to grow.
You got the whole family working too, P.
Yeah.
How's that? I see your son. He's out on his own. He's doing his own thing.
Yeah.
He stands as his own man. Gotta love it.
Man, we just made history, me and my son. We starred in finance. I got to hook up too, as a father and son, which is never been done. Coming from where we come from private to be able to finance your own movie and starring in with your son is incredible. Incredible because I got to hook up too. This movie is probably going to be one of the biggest movies of 2019 for its urban comedies. A.J. Johnson, John Weatherspoon, Cheryl Underwood, D.C. Youngfly, Romeo, Master P.
You brought back some people.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because, I wanted to mix the old and the new together. I wanted to mix the old and new together. And this never been done.
Yeah.
To be able to take social media stars and mix them with Hollywood stars. So, we got over 200 million followers with the cast. We have over 126 speaking roles in this movie. We up for the Guinness Book of Records for the most speaking roles in a theatrical film. Yeah.
I never knew that they even monitored that kind of stuff. I never even thought about it, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, maybe like the most probably 30 to 40, speaking roles in the movie.
What made you decide to do number two? Did your son
because
come to you first?
You know what? Me and Rome talked about it, but so many tragedies, man. I feel like it's time to laugh. Like we need some laughter. I think laugh and heal the soul. Like we didn't have so many tragedies, and plus we need some good urban comedy. Like I feel like this movie for the African American and Latinos in this project is going to open so many doors, you know, and talk about ownership. So this movie is not just funny. This movie is about gentrification. We have this restaurant called Big Papa's, and we losing it, you know. So AJ, who played Blue, you know, that's my brother. We older now. We have kids, so we end up, you know, going through some things to where we're going to lose our restaurant, but our kids end up on the streets, and they get caught up in some stuff, and the Colombians after us, and you know how it goes.
that turned bad quickly.
Yeah, it take place in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So who wrote the story? I'm sorry, Jazz.
No, it's okay. I was just wondering when it's coming out.
July 12th. July 12th.
All theaters?
Yes, July 12th.
Why don't you do something like a Netflix or something like that? I'm just.
Nah, you know what? I felt like it's time to do something big.
Okay.
You know, and I got the hookup too. Is that movie? I mean, it hasn't been a movie that we like. And then, you know, they had a soundtrack. Y'all see the shirts, the Ice Cream Man and the Snowman, me and Jeezy. The first single on here. It's going to be a cold summer. I see you had it. I see it's going to be a cold summer. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to represent.
Yeah. It's going to be a cold summer. The Ice Cream Man and the Snowman, you know, the first single is called Gone. And, you know, I mean, for us making a movie and having a great soundtrack with it, I tell people all the time, this movie is not just a movie. This is a movement because we don't own Black Panther. It was one of the biggest movies. Guess what? We don't own it. You know, nobody know that it was a lot of people that look like us in the movie.
But we don't have no ownership in the movie.
Exactly.
We was happy about it, though.
Oh, yeah.
We
No, it was
love
great.
the stats of it. No, I see what you're saying, but you're making a good point.
Yeah, no,
$1
it's
billion later.
Yeah, so think about it. With a project like this, you know, just like you said about the theaters, they try to limit us with the theaters, you know, and we had to get out there and fight for that. Like, man, look, we got to have more theaters.
So you told them what numbers you looking
for? Oh, yeah,
for?
no, yeah. Well, you know, AMC stepped up, and, you know, it's just a fight, man, for minority-owned products like this.
You know what? I'm glad you mentioned that, too, because there was something you said somewhere about being black, but if you were white, you probably wouldn't have the problems in business that you have. Or as an owner, as a businessman, as an entrepreneur, why is it? I mean, I guess we can go from the obvious here.
Yeah, well, people was telling me, like, really, like, kind of like, don't be on the forefront, you know, let them take some. I'm like, no, why do that? Why we have to keep doing that? Like we got a good project. Why it can't be ours? You know, at the end of the day, why
go sell it to somebody else?
Go sell it to somebody. I could have easily sold this to Universal or one of those companies. And
well, if anybody knows you, that just goes against your whole tradition of what
well,
you've done.
I mean, I'm gonna tell y'all something though too. The more I make, the more I can give. So that for me, that's how I'm able to help the communities I've been helping for over 19, 20 years. You know, TeamHopeNOLA.org. I mean, we deal with at-risk youth, and we help, you know, kids in poverty be able to get scholarships to go to college. We've been doing that for over 19 years. I couldn't do that if my business wasn't successful. True. So, you know, like, that's the importance of ownership of us doing things, because I tell the kids that's in my program, I say, if one of y'all make it, y'all just come back and help the next generation. Y'all don't owe me nothing. So, you know, without us owning things, we can't do that, because we're going to find the next me or the next big superstar or the next president or whatever in these kids in these same communities where I grew up at.
Pete, why don't you see more? And that's because I follow you, so I see a lot of your stuff. So
yeah.
I know you was talking about a particular artist and him signing a deal as opposed to just doing it himself. Why don't you think more artists, the younger guys, why are they not willing to risk it? I forgot how you talking about. Somebody just signed a deal. It was $1 million deal, and you was breaking down the numbers on it if they did it themselves. Why don't you think these kids, you know, because they got the followers, like you were saying when you earlier started. You got the following. Why don't you just do it yourself? Why do you think they're so quick? Still, to this day, people still quick to get that $1 million or $2 million and think they won.
Because it sound big. When you're in the ghetto without education. So people don't realize I went to University of Houston.
Yes.
So you need some education with the money. Then you need some streets with it too. Everybody just think they need the streets with it to keep it. Nah, you need a balance. Mm-hmm. So I tell people, you know, for me to be successful, what I knew on the streets, it built my character. But what I got from the educational part, it took my game to a whole nother level because you can't think. You just thinking when you see numbers, think about it. You don't know. You just want that money right now. Mm-hmm. It's like these kids right now beefing. Everybody beefing for no reason. Like, who really getting the money? Because at the end of the day, you know, the clear man paying for you to get out of jail till he can't do it no more, and then your life over with. And you got all these kids and all these different communities beefing and killing each other up while he getting rich. Because they don't even know the 360 deals they done signed. You know, and a lot of these parents or their kids, they died young, the whole family still broke. So nobody know that it looked good, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they're not winning. I tell people all the time, you don't see nobody beefing with these big, clear company executives for these.
Those guys don't come. These guys don't come to you for leadership or mentoring.
Well, you know what? To
like
be honest with you, NBA young boy going through some things, and I said I really wasn't trying to deal with that no more, you know. But I really think that I'm gonna help this kid, man. Like, if he could get through this, I want him to see the big picture, see the value. He's from Louisiana. He has a lot of talent, but, you know, he done got caught up with everything that's going on the streets. And that's just like you say with me, you have to know when you make money. Now you got to know how to move and how to survive. You might have to cut friends off. You know, when you look at somebody like an NBA young boy, you know, he's still young. Think about it. If you under 19,
P, you was young and you was doing all that stuff too. And oftentimes we do that though. When you're young, well, you can do this, you can do that.
You know,
but then I can use you as an example because you was young and you did what you did.
I did what I had to do, and that's what I'm saying.
Then they like, oh, but he's different.
No, we ain't making no excuses for him because think about it. If you could have a baby,
but the brother is young.
If you could have a baby, then you're a man. That's what my grandparents told me. Are you having sex? You a man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be accountable for whatever you got to deal with. But I'm just saying that when I'm saying young, I mean young in the mind now, that they don't have the education to go with it. So they probably didn't take that as.
But isn't that funny though? You come from the same place that a lot of these guys come from.
Well, look at my brother. I got a brother in prison. Yes. I got a brother dead. But think about it.
How is murder? Is he good?
He's hung, man. We praying for him. He hanging in there. But you got to look at it. The education part. What I'm telling you, it made me make different decisions. So. Man, we definitely praying for my brother C, man. I'm praying for NBA young boy, man, hoping that he could turn it around. You know, even you look at Dolph in Kodak, but Dolph in you know, all of the guys out there in Memphis, man.
Talking about Gotti?
Yeah, Yo Gotti is crazy, man. It's like, why are we beefing? Y'all in the same place. Like, it's too much money. These are two bosses. I like both of those guys. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're going to have to figure out how to change that. I'm definitely going to sit down and try to talk to him and say, look, man, it's on them what they do with it. But I like both of them. I just think it's so much money could be made if
they're both on the same team.
Yeah.
Do you get feed? I mean, do they give you any pushback, any resistance when you try to?
Nah, because you know what I tell them all the time. All your friends ain't my friends. So you know, I might like this one, and then I might be friends with the other one, but you might not be friends with that. That's just how life go. You know what I'm saying? Whoever keep it 100 with me, I'm keeping it 100 with them.
You've always been that way.
Yeah, so I don't choose sides, but I see that's a lot. Memphis has a lot of talent now that, you know, that could lose that talent. Same thing with Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge has a lot of talent that they could destroy each other. You know what I'm saying? They could kill each other up for no reason.
And it comes down to you because of knowledge, lack of
knowledge. Think about it. Where the real money at? Because I look at it like this. I sold a lot of records. I sold 100 million records. I made money. That's why I'm able to do what I'm doing and still be relevant and still be able to do what I'm doing now. But a lot of these guys, man, I say do the numbers, do the math. You do 1 million downloads or streams or whatever at a penny. These guys getting a penny for each one of them. How much is that? If you did 1 million. How much is that at a penny? I'm just asking you a question.
Pocket change to you.
I'm just asking. What
no, it is pocket change.
Can somebody tell what you think that is?
1 million pennies.
Okay, what is 1 million pennies?
Waiting on you, Young Jazz.
See? But that's why the education is so important because, no, for real.
No, for real. Yeah,
that's $10,000. And then if you have a 360 deal and somebody take it.
Rob went and did.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah.
But think about it, though.
Yeah.
That's why we say that education is so important. And you look at financial literacy, you need to know your business. You have to grow in your business. Like, just because people in hip-hop, that's where the stereotype come from. Oh, man, well, I ain't got to know all that. So you don't need to know your money. You need to know economics. This for real. Like, how everybody got 24 hours. So people mad, they hating because they not successful because they wasting their 24 hours. You know, so now you mad at another person that they popping up or they music popping up or they getting bigger than you or whatever because they working. And you sitting around smoking and drinking and chilling. Where you expect to be at in the next 5 years? Yeah, anybody can get high, get a hot record. And then they expect the world to give them everything.
How would 20-year-old P operate in social media?
Man, I would have sold a billion records.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you. I would have sold a billion records.
Give you 20 back starting? Oh, my God.
With the social media and the work ethic that I have, like, it's like right now, y'all see, man, look what I'm doing right now. Manyatis. These are Bugatti shoes.
Look, he was wearing them when I came in. I said, I need a pair. I want to see what they look like. So he put them right out the bag.
Put them out. You know what I'm saying? I tell people product outweighs talent. So when you look at these Manyatis, this is what Gucci and Versace, how come we can't do this? You know, this is high-end Italian leather. This is some of the finest footwear that you're going to find on the planet right here.
Okay, when he said that whole last part right there, I heard expensive.
Manyatis. Come on. It's money mixed with Bugatti. Manyatis.
How much are they?
Thank you for asking.
You know what? You can afford these.
No, I can't. I probably can't.
When a person ain't telling you how much they cost, Jim.
You can afford. You know what? Go to Manyatis.com. MONEYATTI.com. Go to Manyatis.com.
Look at it while we're talking, Jim.
And guess what? This is a new way of buying. You didn't even talk about where we at right now. This is a new way of buying. So people want their food delivered to them. You could get your footwear delivered to you. You know what I'm saying? And I think you got to change with the game.
So you ain't gonna try to put it in stores?
I don't need to. Like these shoes selling like over 1,000 shoes a month. These shoes online.
So you're just gonna sell them online?
I mean, this is a new way.
You have for women too?
Yes, for women too.
And are there different colors and styles available?
Different colors and styles. So the reason why I did the leopard, because nobody has done it. You know, like you see the cheetah with the women and stuff like that, but the leopard is the most.
Then do you design all the shoes yourself, or you got a team with you?
I have a team. Okay. I have a team. So, you know, taking the loud colors with the leopard, you know, you got to have something different. Nike started from believing in their product and their brand, and Michael Jordan took that company to the next level, which I feel like Michael Jordan should own Nike. Because I started buying Nike because of Michael Jordan, but they only gave him $1 million. So that's what I'm talking about, ownership. Like every shoe that's sold go back to helping inner city kids. So
I like that. Everything, you got a lot of stuff attached to helping people.
Yeah.
You buy this is attached to this.
We have the total hatter.
Okay.
Holy crap, Master P. These most certainly are some yachties, bro.
You reached out to Zion Williamson?
Oh, yeah.
You try to get him to rock the Manyatis?
Yeah, that's
wait, those are playing shoes? No, these are fashion shoes.
No, but we making the first deal off the court in basketball with these shoes. Zion Williams we going after Zion Williams right now.
So you trying to get him to endorse the shoe?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Are you sure? Oh, so how do you feel about him? Because obviously, you know, he's Pelican bound.
Yes.
How do you?
Yeah.
And what are we gonna do without AD?
We good. We're gonna be younger, stronger, faster, quicker. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. That's the only thing I can tell you.
He said that like he knows something we don't. I don't like that because
I'm telling you,
your smile is too.
I know basketball.
I think P's right. They got the best of the trade. They got Brandon.
We got
Brandon
way
Ingram, they got
too.
Josh
we
Hart.
got too much. Like the Lakers gave up a lot, man. I mean, y'all have Chris Paul here now. You know what I'm saying? So you know it's either gonna slow you down or make you quicker. Chris Paul a hell of a player, but think about it. These young players going to be around a while, I think, making an investment in what we have.
No, Pete, y'all got unknown commodities, and y'all gave up a known commodity. Y'all gave, like, say, AD is a known commodity.
And he a youngster.
Zion Williams, Zion.
Y'all were going to get him anyway without trading AD.
But that's like getting Michael Jordan or LeBron.
He's that good?
Yeah.
I mean, he balled.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they got the bit players from the Lakers to do it. They could really do something serious this year.
Yeah.
You talking like the Pelicans going to? They got some playoffs.
You know what? I ain't gonna. You know what? We going to the playoffs this year.
What?
I'm just saying the Pelicans. The Pelicans.
You said that like you wagering or something like that, and you at the right place to get a wager on, Mr. P.
I don't.
I mean,
think
you know
wrong.
what? I mean.
Now they ain't gonna go further than the Rockets, but they gonna make the playoffs.
You know what? I love the Rockets too, so that's my second home. So it's like, but if you want to throw a steak on the table, you can put it on the grill. We could cook it.
All right, Perry Moniatis, size 12.
All right.
The Rockets gonna do better than the Pelicans.
Oh, come on now.
I get you the red and white
I'm a
ones
little
too.
torn
Right.
there.
Jazz is from New Orleans, so she don't want to be a part of this.
I'm still hurt because of the Saints and how we got robbed.
Yeah, we got robbed, but that's all right. We're going to win this year.
So what's
wait a
Rob
minute.
going to give up if he loses, though? Master P
don't got nothing.
It's a cold.
It's a one-sided. Even P said, "Nah, don't worry about it. It's a one-sided bet."
Every Thursday, it's a cold summer Master P mix. Every Thursday.
Oh wow!
All right, we got it. That's
Every Thursday. For how long?
Every Thursday.
For how long?
Till next summer. Because it's gonna be a cold summer.
We're gonna have to talk about this time.
Man, come on, man. You know what? We gotta play the Gone Master P and Jeezy, man. We gotta go to a break and play this record so you can
We got the record. We got the record.
They got
Trust me. We got you.
Come on, Adam, man.
Trust me. We got you. Come on, trust me. We got you.
What do you think about the new wave of all the New Orleans sound coming back? Like City Girls, I think Nicki Minaj and Trina dropped a song last night.
Yeah.
Project B and G-Eazy and all that. What do you think about?
I think it's good because the music is going right back to the 90s right now. So I have this girl group called OSOS, and they got a hot record too. So I'm gonna let y'all check that out. But it's all about the females now. I think the music business is going to the females. You might as well respect it.
Why do you think that is? What happened?
Because, the girls, man, it's easy listening. Like, it's just a time. Like, they really going hard now, though. I think the girls are going hard. They, like, really want it. You could tell they putting the work into it. Yeah. And, you want they putting on shows. You want to see that. So when you see these girls, you could tell, like, they're going to put on the show.
Who are some of your favorites right now?
I like Cardi B. I like Stallion from here. I like I'm really on these OSOS girls.
What's OS stand for? The OSOS, what it stand for?
Man, I like them. It stand for on some other shit.
Oh, I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
they from New Orleans?
Yeah. One is from New Orleans, one is from Louisville, and one is from the Bay. So I just like that whole
trio.
Yep, that whole trio. I haven't seen that, so I really like that. And what they stand for, like, I like that too. I feel like the next big group is gonna blow up that don't have to take their clothes off, that just have talent but still look good. That's what I like about it. I like that they representing, for the women. And I feel like every college girl and every high school girl gonna be able to relate to it.
I like that, P.
Yeah.
P, you still dabble in the music. You still release music, obviously. How, if I can ask, how many different things does Master P have his hands in?
A lot. So y'all know we got the Rap Snacks right now. That's the best chips in the world right now.
Rap Snacks is you?
Yeah, Rap Snacks. And now we coming with Rap Noodles this year. So we tired of eating Roman noodles. It's gonna be Rap Noodles. So it's coming. Rap Noodles is coming. Letting y'all know.
You already got the flavors?
Everything, the gumbo and shrimp, everything. It's a whole different type of. I'm gonna bring y'all some next time.
Okay.
The Cardi B chips is doing real well. The Romeo chips is doing real well. So I mean,
so you're in food, music, definitely. I know real estate.
Yeah.
Property. I know. What else?
Movies.
everything entertainment you in.
Yeah.
Did I say clothing?
Yeah.
Clothing.
What about video games? And
Yeah,
esports?
we have a video game we've been working on.
How do you keep up with all this, Pete? Like who?
I think
Because you have to. Who's like? I know you do so much, so there has
Yeah.
to be somebody in place to keep up with everything that you got your hands in.
Yeah, no, we got a great team, man.
Okay,
That's
so
what
you
it's
do have
about.
a
Having a great team to grow in the business and to build a generational wealth.
Are
Like,
you able to let go things and let your team make
Oh, yeah.
decisions when Master P is not around?
Yeah, and family. Like I said, with me and Romeo and my family, and to be able to have a great family, be able to do business with your family is important. That's the only way I feel like you're gonna build a generational wealth. You know.
So all your kids.
Oh yeah,
are
everybody.
Part of
Yeah,
the No Limit
everybody's
Empire?
involved. That's how we do it.
Everybody. So
Yeah.
tell me with the girls, what are their role in the empire?
So I mean, Symphonique, she's into the music, she's into entertainment, she's into the fashion part of the family business. My other boys, I don't know if you guys been hearing about them, but I have a 7th grader and I have a 10th grader. They both like top 10 in the country in basketball. So they've been doing real good, and they into the athletic apparel stuff that we're doing. Even with the Mayadas, creating like sports shoes that you could actually wear on the basketball court. Taking this now out of just the fashion to the other side, and my other kids, they're into the business side of it. While they go to college, it's about learning economics, knowing banking. So we got another one that's want to be an architect, a lawyer. So I feel like, we got a pretty complete group.
Do you make your family like?
No,
and I don't mean make. What I mean is a lot of times, as opposed to just giving money to people, you're like, I won't give you, but tell me what your contribution can be to the whole.
Yeah, no, my thing is to make sure the work ethic is passed down from generation to generation, because that's more important than money. You could give somebody some money, they just gonna lose it and do whatever. But if they have that work ethic, like I tell the boys, if you look at a Steph Curry, I played with Steph Curry dad, Dale Curry. So Steph Curry really spent time in the gym working on his jumper. That's how he got so good. So I tell the kid, even my kids, if you're going to be great at what you do, you're going to have to spend time at what you love. So if it's basketball, you need to be in that gym putting up 1,000 shots a day, because people going to look at you saying, oh, you such and such son or whatever. You're not that good. So you have to break them stereotypes. I mean, my son both of them came down here with the Nike and the Joan Lucas tournaments, and they put in work because they in the gym putting that work in. So it's not like something given to them. They built a name for themselves outside of me. And, even with the girls, it's like, that you're going to have to demand respect and you have to give respect. So those type of things, and not putting yourself in a position to where people can take advantage of you. And know your business, know your work, know your value. So, that's what I pass down to them. And the rest of it they'll get, they went to good schools. They had all the things that I didn't have, but I also take them back and make sure they're in the community, everybody giving back with me. We probably do maybe like 8 different cities that we give back to, that we are part of, from Louisville to Texas to Louisiana, to Tennessee, to where Los Angeles, to where we really in the communities.
Pete, your level of work has not slowed down in all the years that I've known you.
Yeah.
Your pace is still the same
Yeah.
pace.
Yeah.
How is that? Why has that? Because have you had a chance? I guess what I'm asking, have you had a chance to stop and enjoy all your successes?
Well, yeah.
It seems like every time you do something else, you just enjoy that next move that you made, and that's part.
Well, I make what I do is my vacation. Like me coaching my boys, being able to go on trips with them. This is how I enjoy it. Taking my business and enjoying it. Like right now, the movie I got the hook up to, right? We taking Hollywood and bringing it to New Orleans for the Essence. We're going to be the biggest thing in New Orleans on July 5th. Instead of putting that movie in a Hollywood premiere, we doing a premiere in New Orleans.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm able to do stuff like that, like at the same time be home with my family. Right. But this would be a blockbuster red carpet premiere like you've seen in Hollywood. And so, you know, doing that and then having a celebrity game, which I do every year in New Orleans doing Essence, I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Seeing those kids get those scholarships, because I know I was once one of those kids in those schools. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that's my vacation, to be able to do that, to help the next generation. And being out there with my business and being able to make music when I want to, and I don't have to worry about nobody telling me what I could do and what I can't do. I mean, I tell everybody, like, every day is my birthday. Every day is a vacation for me. So that's how I enjoy it. You got to love what you do. That's right. You know, if you don't do it.
How do you make time for your, like, relationships and dating and stuff, or you're not doing it?
Hold up,
Jan won't know if you're in a relationship. I love it, Jan.
But you have all these businesses, everything
Jan said, when's the last time you got some, P? Go get intimate with it then. Go get intimate, because we know you will, Jazz.
I'll keep it PG. But no, how do you make time for, you
know? You know what? You just do. I'm really focused on my kids, but you just do. I mean, I ain't really with all that Hollywood stuff.
Dating is not Hollywood. You don't have to date another, star.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, when I have time, I have time.
How does a guy like this date?
I don't know.
You have to be suspicious of everybody.
Yeah.
Do you go on Tinder, P?
No, man, no. That's not wrong. No, man.
You got a Tinder page. Come on,
make him say, swipe left.
Now, you know what? I just put it in God's hand. Whatever supposed to happen, it happen. You meet the people instead of going out looking for people and other. I think that's a waste, to be honest, because you're gonna meet the wrong thing that if you go and looking like that, especially on Tinder. You see all these stuff.
Well, I heard you had a little thing for what's the baby girl name? Ellen DeGeneres.
That's not true.
Huh?
I don't believe you.
You think she a cutie? She kind of cute though.
Well, let me tell you what I like about her, right?
By the way, there's probably not a chance there. Let me just throw that out.
Why?
Well,
they could be a throuple.
See that?
No.
See that?
There's always a chance.
Now, but
I don't know if y'all heard about Ellen, but sure, we won't tell Pete. Let him go for it. But let me hear what you're going to say anyway. Anything can happen in life. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Now, what you like about Ellen now?
I just like her swag, and I like
strong.
that. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
swag.
You know, I mean, it ain't even got to be like.
She got pretty eyes too.
See that? See that?
But I know that P thing. I'm just saying she had pretty eyes. I want P to get mad at me now. I'm not on a hunt or nothing like that. I'll just say it. I was agreeing with the brother. Her swag is strong. We just leave it there. That's it. Yeah. If P work it out, I'm happy for you. I just don't be surprised if this doesn't happen, y'all. I'm just saying.
I work miracles though.
Okay, all right. Well, if you work this, you would most certainly a miracle worker, my friend.
Do you have any more probable crushes that more likely?
Are you really asking P? I've never heard nobody ask P about it.
He works on his business and stuff all the time. Got to get,
Oh, you want to get intimate with P? You want to see him do the intimate part, and you want me to move? Because I'll move out your way.
No, you stay. You too.
She want to get in your personals, bro. Is there a girl out there you seeking right now? He just told you he ain't, but you answer.
You know what? To be honest with you, I ain't really tripping. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really tripping. It's like, I think it happened when you don't be tripping on it.
Would you think you would get remarried?
I don't know. I mean, I've been through a lot.
But don't you want to share the dynasty at the, you could have a lady on your side. You could be business partners together.
That might could happen.
I ain't saying. On your level though, right?
Yeah, you know what? To be honest, just good people. Just have to be good people. I'm from New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? You got to be good people. That's it. Got to be somebody you could trust.
P, you get married this time, I got to be there.
Yeah.
Because I don't see him get married again. Probably when he like 65. She a nice, strong 32. You know how it is when you start getting older. Y'all know how the game go. You're rich. People be like, I don't care. My money's solid. My kids solid. She'll get a couple of million if, when the time I go. I just need something to play around with her on weekends and take on trips. But we'll see what happens. We'll stand by and watch that story as it develops. We won't get his business on that one right there. I love P. It's cool because, it's cool because I've seen a guy who was in Sharpstown Mall trying to make it.
Yeah.
We all saw that guy.
Yeah.
And then you see this guy, he's like a crazy, not like I got 1 million, 2 million millionaire, like a real true millionaire on his hunt for the billion like everybody else. How do you feel about this? All these, seeing hip hop turning them into the billionaires. You know, Puffy right down the street from it, Jay-Z most certainly there, Beyonce.
Man, I'm happy for him. And that just let me know that we getting closer. Because like I said, product is what's going to change this. It's not, you being an artist no more. If you look at Drake, he was able to get the headphones and, I was saying, like, people might be laughing, but watch this in the next couple of years. Nike started, you got to believe, it's all start from a dream. And people don't realize if you don't own nothing, you can't do that. So all those people that you see are successful, they are selling a product. So I tell every kid out there, you know what? Believe in your product. You never know what's going to happen. The right person where it is and turning around like, we laughing and joking, but it's a wrap. Because we didn't really like Nike at first when it came out. I mean, back in the days, I was rocking like Adidas and Converse. That's right. When Jordan put those Nikes on.
Changed the game.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And they only gave him $1 million. I'm like, that ain't about to happen. Right. Like, that ain't about to happen. We are going to create our own product. We're going to create our own high-end fashion. I mean, right now, to this date, people who buying Jordans for $200-$300. Let's be honest.
Put my feet under the table.
See that? But why you couldn't buy that from me?
I didn't know that you had no Miatas, man.
Yeah, but you know now. But that's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, though, you would buy Jordans $200-$300 and not say nothing, not complain.
Not even think about it. You're right. We
it's a mindset. We got to get out of that mindset.
We'll rather go buy all these other people's stuff, and we won't support our own. And then not only
man, guess what African Americans spending is $1 trillion. We spend as African American $1 trillion in where the stuff that we own that we're buying.
$1 trillion.
Think about it.
What happens if you take that trillion and you put it into black product?
Exactly.
You're right.
And guess what? Now we are helping us now. We are cleaning up our communities. We are able to make sure our kids got better education and things like that. We not hungry. Right now we don't have a piece of that $1 trillion. That's what we have to change. And I tell people all the time, being broke is a mindset. You don't have to have money. You got to outthink your situation. And I think that's where we lose it at because we like, okay, I don't have nothing right now. Yeah, you remember me in Sharpstown with my tapes, walking through the mall. Think about it. People laughing at me. Yeah. Think about it. Now over 100 million records sold. They ain't laughing no more. But no, but for real though, he know.
Right. It's true.
I was that campaigning. Like, man, look, I got my little.
No, it has not changed, y'all. As soon as he walked in, he like, Hattie, you gonna be last on the record? I'm like, P, you've been doing this for 20 plus years. Yeah. Can we just have one conversation where you don't sell me up on the music or anything? Just like, hey, Hattie, how you doing today? As soon as you see P, the hustle continues. The hustle never stops with him.
But guess what?
Ever.
When you're a hustler, you ain't hurting nobody. You about getting your bread. That's it. These people takers. You know what I'm saying? You want somebody that's gonna be about getting something, doing something, or somebody that's out taking, trying to rob, steal, kill, and destroy. That's the devil. People gotta realize the devil is real. You know what I'm saying? We know God real, but the devil real too. That's why you gotta move the way you move. You know what I'm saying? And that's what life is about, man. Knowing these are the conditions. How do you deal with it?
With all these other cats that are multi-millionaires, why haven't I seen y'all all do something together as a collective? Because there's a whole bunch of y'all rich dudes. Yeah. And I'm always surprised I have not seen P, Diddy, Puff, Dre, all these people that we know bona fide money movers. I mean, I get it. Everybody's doing
I'm going to just tell you about me. I think the difference with me, a lot of those guys probably don't understand me because I don't hang out and party and that type of stuff. So I've never been a yes man. So if you're going to be around me, I'm going to tell you the truth. So however it is, you might not like that. Like, even my own family don't like being around me because I tell them the truth. You know, I'm being honest.
Well, y'all remember a long time ago, even with your brother, you came on the radio, you said something, your brother called back, you came back.
Yeah.
To clean up, not clean up, but to say what it was and keep it real.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right.
So you think about that. So, a lot of these Hollywood people don't like that. You know, they want people to tell them what. I ain't into that, man. I'd rather be with my family, and I'm there for the ones that see the big picture and say, man, how could? Because you're right, we should be doing this together. That's what they doing. Mm-hmm. If you look at all those other cultures, we can't do this. They have, from the Jews to everybody, they have business on every corner. We the only ones that's killing each other up.
On every corner.
On every corner. Mm-hmm. Think about it. No way Nipsey Hussle should be dead right now. Let's be honest.
So, yeah, you're right. In his neighborhood.
In
doing
his
the right
neighborhood,
thing.
doing
Not
the right
bothering
thing.
nobody.
And look,
show right.
And now getting a humanitarian award from BET when he dead. Why he wasn't getting that when he was alive? You know, I appreciate BET, you know.
No, I see your point, though.
You know, acknowledging him. But this man was doing this while he was alive.
Right. But here's the other thing, too, P. A lot of times you got somebody like a Nipsey, they don't go to Instagram to let everybody know what I'm doing. They just do it. A lot of people don't know what Master P is doing it because, you know, P, you ain't running on and, hey, look, I just helped out all these people. Hey, look, I just saved all these groups. You just do it because you know it's the right thing to do. Well, Nipsey wasn't over there telling everybody.
But let me tell you this. That's crazy. Nipsey album, the same album that's selling millions now. It was out last year.
Yeah.
It only sold 52,000 copies.
Last year. And
now he's up for all these awards this year.
Well, the passing of Nipsey was impactful, and it was impactful because
I'm just saying.
But here's why. For those that didn't know, but here's why, and I get it. The album was a great album. Don't get me wrong. But here's why.
But why is it good now?
No, the album was good.
The same album.
There was a group of people that didn't know the impact. You know what blows you away? Because you hate to hear of a person doing the right thing. They did the right thing. And everything that you do that you're supposed to do right, you go make your money. You do it the way you want to do it. He was an independent thinking brother like yourself, right?
Well, I told him a lot of the stuff because
he learned. And he said there's
I told him a lot. I showed him from my perspective. I say, look, man, there's a difference. When you're doing stuff on your own, they might not see it because they don't want to see it. It's making the system look bad. And that's what I'm saying, even with us. We don't glorify the people that are doing positive things. That's why these kids don't want to do positive. Every kid want to be out there wilding because that's what we glorify.
That's what they see.
You know, even the media. Think about it. Even the media. Think about it. The media, it ain't cool if we glorify somebody doing something positive. That ain't something that you want to promote everywhere because you thinking that's what the people don't want to hear.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you did, it will change the game.
I got you. I think, again, with the Nipsey thing, I think a lot of people were brokenhearted to know that this guy did all the stuff that he was doing, right? Was building in his community, right? Mm-hmm. And then almost the smack in the face, the people that you're trying to help, that you're doing all this stuff for, had become his enemy. Somebody that was in his circle, someone that was close to him.
See, that's what we're talking about.
And the smack in the face, the shock of this story, and this is probably the shock of many stories, because oftentimes many of the brothers and sisters that die in the street, other than some of the stuff we've seen in the media when it's, you know, the laws or somebody did something crazy like that. But a lot of times on the corner, it was by the hands of another black man or woman, whatever the situation may be. So the shock of that story is that you've done all the right things in life. You go back to your community, things that people say brothers don't do.
So
and then you get killed by one of your own.
And then now you tell people why you don't come back. See, a lot of these people, think about it.
But you know what? This is what you always preach too. Let's go back to you. This is the big thing. Even with your brother would still go in those places.
Yeah.
You made a decision. Look, man, I can't. I'm worth too much right now. I know hanging out here might be not advantageous to me. It's a mindset. We touched on it a little bit, even talking.
When
about
I come back, it's coming for a cause. I help the kids and the elderly. That's it. I ain't coming back to show you I'm the hardest dude in the world. Right. I'm coming with a mission.
Right. But it shouldn't have to be that way.
Well, it shouldn't. But guess what? You got to know that's the way it is because. So this people don't realize. I grew up in one of the worst hoods in New Orleans. So you got to realize why it don't make sense no more. Most people in those communities are poor and broke. So that's like you hitting the lottery. Why you think most of those people that stay in that community, they hit the lottery, end up getting killed? Because nobody has nothing there. They know you have it in your house. They want it. The people, everybody else have nothing. So they have to figure out, how can I get this from you? And they'll, by any means necessary. You got to know that's what you're dealing with. So I tell people all the time, in surviving, no matter what level it is, you have to still be able to play defense. Everybody want to play offense. But the best offensive players got to be great defensive players if you want to survive in life. I ain't talking about
have to be that way.
But that's the way it is.
But it is the way it is.
That's the way it is. And so you got to know that. So when you get comfortable, a lot of guys get comfortable in their communities. It's no getting comfortable. So if you look at it, even the drug dealers in the community, they live a whole different life. They're always on guard.
That's right.
Because they know what they dealing with. So you got to understand that this is the environment, this is the cause. It's sad that a white businessman don't have to deal with that. He could go enjoy whatever. They live in the neighborhoods together. They don't even have to be in a gated community. They live in nice neighborhoods. Everybody looking out for each other. It's cool. In our communities, we looking how to break in your house when you gone. I don't care. You could be the worst of the worst. When you leave, if you don't have no burglar bars, you don't have that house protected, somebody's going to try to go in it.
So how do we change that mindset, P?
Well, guess what? We got to own stuff. We got to get out of that mentality of being takers and start being owners. Start saying, and it's education. It's really just it's really educating the youth. And that's why I deal with these programs for the youth. Like, people say, why you ain't doing nothing for, I don't owe the grown people nothing. To be honest with you, I don't care who get mad. I don't owe them nothing. You grown. Ain't nobody gave me, but man, I need a hand up. Dude, all that, nobody care about you. When I was in the hood, nobody cared about me. I don't care the biggest drug dealers or whatever. If you want to make some money, you're going to either bag something up or you're going to go run for them or something. They not going to give you nothing. So even the people in the hood fake it when they saying that somebody going to give you something. Even the people you know.
The drug dealer ain't going to give it to you.
They not.
You're right.
Think about it. But nobody don't want to face that harsh reality.
Right.
They keep thinking like let me tell you something what people got to realize. In life, you have to just stop and say, I'm going to do something better for myself. Stop worrying about what everybody else supposed to do for you. Man, like some people got large families. I be looking at some of these guys like, man, like really, I got people in my family I still have to help. To be honest, I don't mind helping my friends and helping other people, but man, I still got people in my family that need help. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still helping other people's families. Right. So I ask people all the time that in the hood that's mad, I say, you talking about somebody else or what they not doing for you, what have you done for the hood? Or what have you done for this community? You there. What have you done because I was helping kids when I was poor. So a lot of these guys just angry and mad because they don't have nothing. Well, stop smoking weed and drinking. You're spending a lot of money on that. So you want me to give you my money when you go and buy weed and drinks all day? Don't make no sense to me.
Right now, you really spitting too much reality. I don't want nobody to get mad at you and start hating you, nothing like that. Cause
man, let them get mad. Let them get mad because it's the truth. I'm telling you, hopefully the ones that need to be inspired by this, they will be. Right. You can't sit around and smoke and drink and all day and have something in life. Let's be honest. Yeah. You're going to end up on that same poach. And don't get mad at me because I'm not coming back to the hood to smoke and drink with you. So I know you don't like me. Because I don't do that. That ain't about to happen with me. So you ain't got to worry about that. You ain't about to solve press me. You ain't about to tip me. Well, guess what? I don't need to be real. Because guess what? This real. I got my own product. I got my own money. I got my own mansion. You know what I'm saying? Who are the haters in your neighborhood?
So what advice would you give to somebody who's young and they're broke, but they want to start a business?
Don't hate, celebrate other people's success. No, for real. And work for what you believe in. You don't need money all the time. Start small. Start with one. Anybody could do this, what I'm doing. Like, you don't need millions of shoes at first. Think about it. You don't need, even with the chips, you don't need millions. Come up with one. Make your product. Go to the bank. Go get you a loan. Do those type of things.
But somebody said they can't get a loan at the bank. You know how the bank is?
Well, that's an excuse. Because think about it, you don't just need the bank. At the end of the day, then go find somebody.
It was different for you when you was coming up.
Why?
You know they gonna say that. You know they say that.
Had a why?
You know they gonna say.
I lived in a project with 16 people with 3 beds. I never slept in the bed.
But you were lucky, P, man.
Oh yeah,
you was lucky, man.
I was lucky. A robber ran through my house, jumped over me, and ran out the door because we ain't had no money.
But it's different. But it's different for you, P.
I went to the Prime. The car wouldn't open on the other side of the door. I ain't had nothing. Think about it.
But it was different for you, P.
Explain it to me.
It was different for you,
okay,
man. You don't understand, man. You don't understand what I'm going through.
I ain't never had hunger pains. I ain't never had dope fiends in my family. I ain't never had alcoholism in my family.
You ain't listening to me, man.
I ain't
real.
You ain't
listening to me, man.
Oh, yeah.
See, done changed, man. You changed.
Oh, yeah.
I'm curious. How did you get your first initial startup money, like to start your music business?
Dude, let me tell y'all something. As a kid, I knew I was poor. So know your conditions. But don't get caught up in it. Like, for real.
Okay.
Don't get caught up in your conditions.
Right.
So I'm like, what if I got to cut grass? I got to carry the elderly bags or whatever home, make me a couple quarters and turn that into dollars or whatever. Like, you got to start small. They always say start from humble beginnings. God is not going to bless you with a lot if you don't take care of the little you have. So people have to realize that, man, y'all thinking, it's crazy you thinking like that because even hood people, that as soon as they get some money, they're not going to give you nothing. They want you to give you everything you got, but when they get their money, they gone. I got relatives that when they was in an accident or whatever, they got their money, ain't nobody called me. But I'm always supposed to give. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So you got, man, these excuses,
But how did P, because the rumor that everybody always hears about P, that an uncle or somebody left you $10,000 and this is how it all really got started.
So what I was doing before that?
I'm just telling you, P, don't get mad.
My grandfather died when my grandmother gave us, but I was already in business. That ain't nothing but, that was a blessing. That was after. You know, I was with my.
That's what they say. See, somebody gave you something, you know, and then see.
Well, get on your knees and get into the Bible and pray. Then that's where mine came from. Mine ain't really. That's what I say, man. It's a blessing. So knowing that when God.
But you still say it's a blessing right now.
It is. It is everything a blessing.
It's a blessing then. It's a blessing now.
Man, it all. What I realized, it all comes from the man up above. To be honest.
Why the man up above seems so good to you?
Maybe because I appreciate him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm not too tough or too hard to say that I respect him and I love him. I don't mind saying I believe in God. You know, it ain't about me. Most people say it's about them. They the reason they successful. I'm not. This is all God-given talent. So
why you think he blessed you so?
Because I'm a giver. So he know that I probably was gonna help a lot of people. A lot of people selfish. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that's what it is with me. Like, he probably know my heart. You know, I ain't perfect, but my heart is about, like, I want to. This is what I've been doing all this time. I think about this, like you say. I don't talk about what I do it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got nobody. I ain't got to do that when nobody watching or telling me what to do. I know right from wrong. So that's why I'm here. A lot of people incarcerated, a lot of people dead. They don't understand. They think their way is right. I'm like, no, do the right thing. That's the hardest thing from a man that come from the ghetto is to change. Like, man, you can grow up. Why you want to grow up? I want to grow up because I want to be here with my kids. Why you don't want to grow up? You the dudes that, man, I'm hard, keep it real. But did you rather go to prison over your kids? Like, nah, man, I'm good. It's okay to do the right thing. Oh, keep it real, keep it 100 with your homeboys. Dude, where they was at when my brother got killed? Let's be honest. Who went to jail for my brother? So we got to stop that, man, killing each other up, thinking negative, and start thinking positive. That's how we break those negative cycles. So that's what I'm on, man. Like, I don't have nothing to prove to nobody. I don't owe no man nothing but love. So if you don't get me, it's cool. I still can fight. You know what I'm saying? I can still fight. You know what I'm saying?
Don't forget it.
So, straight up. So, you're not going to come playing with me with all that. I respect you. You respect me. That's it. No matter what hood you in or whatever, I want to spread that love. I can't help every man, but I definitely do the best I can to help their kids. You know, so if somebody could have did that for me, I'll respect it. You know what I'm saying?
I guess so many people give up so quickly, and you're kind of a testament because I was here when the box first started.
Yeah.
I remember Robert Scorpio, RPD, saying,
"Yeah,
he's back in the lobby again," and he was talking about you.
Yes.
How many times do you think you actually came to the box and sat in that lobby before you actually got airplay?
Probably 1,000 times.
No.
I wasn't gonna take no for answer. I was gonna keep coming till I get the right record. And I came respectful.
The key.
I came respectful.
He finally figured it out and got the right record.
Because my music, to be honest with you, my music was off by me going stay in the Bay, which I learned my hustle skills for as music, but the South music wasn't the same.
Yeah.
And so I realized that. So that's why I really had to come to Texas, come to New Orleans, and I had to get my music because I was representing the South in California. Like, they was like, man, what this dude, something ain't right. Like, it don't work. You know what I'm saying? So when I came home, the music was all the way different. And I'm like, I'm in this, but now I got to get my music right. So I kept coming back with songs like, man, you like this? Like, it's all right. So I said, okay, go back in the studio again, come back. And that's what people got right, persistence.
How did you accept the rejection, though? Like, cause at any point you could have said about a boss, man, they just haters, man. They just don't want to see. Why were you able to take all that rejection?
Because I listened to, so you have to study your product. I started listening to what they was playing on the radio. And I realized that what I was bringing, it didn't sound the same. So I need to go back and do my homework. So I started going back and doing my homework and working, and I got better and better. I'm like, okay, now my sound is starting to sound like.
It still was different, though, Pete. Your sound was still different, but I understand what you're saying. It was of the time, though. But it was different at the time. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I'm saying the times were crazy, not the music. So would you say Bout It was that song that changed the life of Master P? To you, or was there another song that you feel like this is where everything changed?
Well, I think the Ice Cream Man opened the doors, but I think Bout It let them know that I had.
Cause that was from here to New York City. When I heard of New York on one trip, I'm like, they playing Master P. Because that was back in the days where they weren't playing nobody from the South.
I mean, even the
unless
ghetto.
You was Scarface. Scarface.
But even the Ghetto Boys wasn't getting played in the East Coast because. When I went in the clubs out there, people don't realize that I went in the clubs out there to the DJ. Man, look, man. Put this on. Put this body. He looking at me like, man, where you from? Man, look, you heard me, man. Put that thing on.
Deep in New York. He in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn. Like, look, man. He like Harlem. Like, man, dude, like, man, this dude crazy or what? I'm going to play it one time, see what they think. Man, they went to jamming to it. You know, I start hitting every hood out there with my CDs and putting up posters out there and hitting every club. You know, I had my little Gazelle.
The box version, too. You did the special version for us here.
Did the special version. That's what I started doing. You got to believe in your product.
Yeah.
So, you know, even when people tell you no, you have to believe because that day will come.
But even in New York at that particular time, Pete, let me go back to that. Even in New York at that time, why were you so persistent there?
Because I figured
you a
that
pushy fella, bro.
I feel like New York was the place if you could make it in there and still be from the South. Because everybody get to New York and act like they, you know, from the South, but act like they from New York when they get there. And I'm like, no, I'm there with a Saints hat on. And they was like, yeah, who that? They was like, this dude got to be crazy or whatever. But I'm going to go to the DJ like, okay, man, I'm going to, you know, I give him $50, $100 out there, man. Look, play this right quick for me, homie. Like, man, where you
from? Obviously, it got you to where you are today, brother.
Man, they put it on one time. You know what I'm saying? They knew I was different. Even the girls, they was like, the guys was getting mad, like, because the girls wanted me to talk to them. Can you just talk to me again? Yeah, I was like, yeah, you heard me. You know what's up with me, baby. Yeah, shawty, look at here. They like, that's how I was with them, man. You better quit that shit. They was like, this dude here.
You can't be himself.
Yeah.
That's why you are where you are. You never changed, not one time. That's why I said I love P. He never changed.
Yeah.
He never, even as this super millionaire now, he's never come in here fly one time. Some dudes game, they change up a
Yeah.
little bit.
Nah, man, you can't forget where you came from.
You still act, as soon as you walked in, you going to be last hatter.
Yeah.
Still
I
can't.
was trying to put you up on game, man. How you think you still relevant? Think about it. They've been trying to get rid of you, huh? You know that. Think about it. You've been holding it down because you keeping it up. You keeping up with the times. Think about it. So that's what you got to realize.
Yes, sir.
Even in other places I be in, they know about you and like, man, well, how Hatter still on the radio doing what he do? I say he got to be keeping up with the time.
going on?
You know, with the youngsters, the music, everything. Same thing with me. So when I did this movie, they like, how you have DC Young Fly, Fat Boy, P.O., Funny Mike, all these people? Because I know I gave these people a shot before anybody else.
And you've always done that.
Exactly.
You've always done that.
I mean,
even Snoop Dogg admits, like, hey, man, when it was all going south, it was Master P that, you know.
But think about Hatter, every business going to have some OG in it. And especially if you cool and you're on your game, they need some experience around them. And I think that's what it's about. Like being able to keep up with the times. That's what's going to make you relevant.
Hell yeah, y'all need an OG around here.
Yeah. See what I'm saying?
Now you're saying that real.
Yeah. But it's the truth, though.
No.
Think about it. Just like you say, all these youngsters wilding out because they don't have no guidance.
Yeah.
So think about it. They don't even know all the stuff you done been through. Right. They just see you right now. They don't know this man was around when we was around. He like you the king of this, but would they tell you that now? No. Something had to happen to you to be, man, Hatter was he did this and he did 20-something years of this and that. It's sad. That's what I was talking about with the Nipsey thing.
I understood what you were saying, man.
So but they don't know the hard work you done put in to break all these barriers down to be here right now to give them this game. And do they appreciate it? You know what I'm saying?
I'm like you. We just keep doing what we do.
Guess what? I don't even worry about it no more. Just like, you know what? Do what make you happy. Because if you can't make yourself happy, you can't make nobody else happy. And so that's when you was asking me about a relationship. I got to make myself happy first. You know what I'm saying? Because if I can't make myself happy, how am I going to make a woman happy?
You are happy.
That's what I'm saying. I am. So I can. But if I wasn't making myself happy, then I couldn't.
He said he's just open to receive it. Jazz, when it happens, you going to know. He inviting us to the wedding. He just told us that.
Really? Me too?
They ain't having no time soon.
I'm your plus one.
P, I appreciate it. So we got the new single. First of all, tell everybody what the single is because we got roll.
It's called Gone. Master P and G's. It's gonna be a cold something. I'm just letting y'all know.
And that's gonna be on.
I got to hook up 2 movie soundtrack. That's the first single.
And the movie is coming out when?
July 12th. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all go to New Orleans for the world premiere July 5th.
And we can see the movie.
And you can see the movie early.
And you can get these online.
Yes, Manjati.com.
We looked at the price. Some of y'all gonna be left out.
No, y'all not.
It's doable.
If you could buy Jordans, you could buy Manjati.
He right. I appreciate you, P. Always appreciate. Social media. Y'all should follow P, man. He spent a lot of game on his. You spent a lot of game on
I think take social media and use it as a business tool. Because think about it, you could start from there. Everybody talking about having money. You can start right there. You can start right there for free on social media if you use it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to show their stuff, but, you know, it's like go on, turn it into a business.
That's right. How do they follow Master P?
At Master P.
There it is right there. Simple. Master P. Yeah, he'll be back again, y'all. It's going to be something new to promote. Give him about 6-7 months. He'll be back.
I'm bringing them rap noodles to him.
I can't wait. All right, Master P, y'all. Support my brother, man.